Does anyone wish to do a recap?
Oh, I can
Heresy.
recap.
Heresy. That's all it needs to be said. It's fine. We're done.
I think the recap goes, I get woken up, told to go back to sleep, and it was all a dream.
So we we recovered from our battle with the worms and let the goblin go.
That has
Yep.
so bad. We were having battles with our worms?
Yep, absolutely. Giant worms. One of them tried to kill one of the paladins. Anyway, we defeated them. We sort of looked around for a bit. We moved on. There was like a totem in the trees. During like the night, there was some weird thing like watching us. Eventually, it sort of signaled that it wanted us to follow it. We followed it. We ran into the unknown, which is one of the
Esoteric?
esoterics, and they told us lots of stuff, but basically that they were the only one who was willing to mention the 9th rather than the 8, and they wanted us to stop trying to recover the fragment of divinity, but rather collect them. Got to get them all Pokemon, put them together, form Captain Planet, potentially, so that we could recreate the 9th, and then potentially they'd all become one, and then there would only be one rather than 9, or destroy the world. One of the two. And or both of those things happen and the world's destroyed, but it's created anew, or it's fixed, or the shattering's undone, or anyway.
Or someone's doing. Who's got the?
That's
who's
Grail. Can we mute the GM, please?
I was listening to a packet of tiny teddies.
It was very loud. And
it's just channeling his inner Craig.
I can time him out.
I folded my mic up.
So all the pieces are inside the valley. They'll sort of show us potentially when we're close to them if we have one of them. Having them's like really dangerous. No big surprise there. The person who has the one piece at the moment is kind of a jerk and is going to use it for selfish reasons, and we should get it off them. But before we do that, we need to track down our shared souls. And they weren't sure. Sorry?
The person who had that was someone who was formerly well-ish known to the party, wasn't it? One of the guardsmen?
No, the person who has the piece is one of 12. Now there are 10. So one of the hands.
Yeah.
As in, it's the chick that we grouped up with into the exactly. Anyway, basically they wanted us to track down ourselves and group up, get the pieces, put them together, and they were sort of like, the gods aren't against you, but they're not with you, and the same goes of like the other ones of them. Some of them are kind of jerks, some of them aren't, but they've all got sort of the same dream, which is to like put together the 9 pieces of divinity and return the thing, but maybe not. And the pieces are going to like corrupt everybody in the valley. They're trapped inside the valley, so we don't have to leave or anything like that. So the key to the valley is inside the valley, but the obelisks are becoming like weaker, and that's like allowing these objects of divinity to be unearthed and corrupt the valley. Anybody who's carrying them is going to be in trouble, and it may take more than our lifetime. Whatever. Anyway, we left, and we returned to Kel's Rise, where we talked to the friend of the other party and our friend, the not so dead Sergeant Gemlin, who
that's what I was thinking of.
Who congratulated us. There was some backslapping. We gave them some stuff. They gave us head pats. We
were given
told
some of the
them
mail
like
to check.
way too much information. They were sort of like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?" And we were like, "I don't know. Live in existential dread." And they were like, "I already do." And then we moved on. Yeah, I think that's about right, right?
Yeah, and we also got some mail to take to Summerton.
Oh yeah, we're escorting the mail.
So
Yes.
that is an excellent recap. Thank you very much for that. So much so that you can have a minor blessing.
Oh no, I'm mixed out.
Now you're maxed out. you got it. But you got to pick whichever one you want now. And discard immediately.
Excellent. Let me have a look at it. My God. All right. Ooh, that hurts. The other one.
Dilemmas, huh?
Ooh, I'll be getting rid of this one. Although Maze is a hero, so it's tempting to hang on to it, but whatever. I'm not a hero.
You've lived long enough, have you?
Yeah, that's right. I've become the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Could have had a good gift for mail delivery, but then this one was too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, you are in Kel's Rise. Unmute. So that's where we left it. You do have some mail to deliver to the keep in Summerton.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We've got all our stuff, so
Roughly 80 odd miles. So traveling about 20 odd miles a day leisurely will take 4 days, and you can stop off at Don Duran halfway through.
yeah.
Well, we probably won't be going any faster because we'll have to be with whatever we're escorting, right?
It's just a weatherproof sealed envelope in a satchel, I believe.
Oh, we're not actually with anybody. It's just.
You are taking it.
Yep.
The Royal Mail. We're just taking the
We're
bag.
the mailman.
Yep.
Oh,
Or
cool.
the,
Awesome.
the Pony Express, however you want it. Or the unponied Express.
No, there's no glom of knit. Fine.
Sometimes it gives
Yeah.
have shortcomings.
Have we got tokens for everybody?
Oh, that's right. We got to work out how to get this ring off this hand.
I thought you liked it. Did you not like it?
The hand? No, it's after the ring.
Well, if you like it, then you put a ring on it.
Well, that's true.
Yes, Beyonce.
That's Queen Bee to you.
I may not know anything about Taylor Swift, but I still don't know much about Beyonce other than that.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I think the main reason I know that was because of the celebrity karaoke thing. Who did that? Was it Stephen Merchant did it? Didn't he?
Yes, I think so. And when you said I may not know much about, this is how I heard it.
You heard it as. Fair enough. All right, you are in Kel's Rise. You have
Do we need?
as much time as you want to plan, collect, do things, etc. Whatever you feel up to.
We just need to get rations, don't we? And then
I mean, if
head
you,
west.
Is anyone low on rations? Because we got those fancy ones. So we should be good, right?
The fancy ones.
Do I have rations?
Got 8 rations.
I got 9 preserved apparently.
Got 5 fancy rations. And
Remember that they were made by the lovely lady we found in that massive tower?
Oh, Lady Carla.
Yeah.
Cool lady. That's near enough.
Oh, harsh.
Hey, I'm just saying, not completely human. That's all, or not completely humanoid. Who knows?
I was gonna say, if human is your definition as lady, buddy, check yourself.
She
Let's
was
roll.
100%
Yeah.
humanoid, other than being large.
Okay, that confirms. I would have said she was 100% human-ish.
I'm not saying she
But
wasn't
now we know
human.
she's humanoid.
No, a human is still a humanoid.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
All
I felt you were being more specific
no,
rather
no.
than that.
I was just qualifying Al's comment about
No, no, that's what-
humanoid-ish.
That's what
Yeah.
Tiny
just being
Tim's
my
doing
own.
tomorrow.
Ah,
Qualifying.
fair enough. All right, yeah. If you wish, you can collect rations. You are free. The quartermaster will let you take your as many as you want. Obviously, within reason.
We should take a heap of rations with us and then sell them at Sumberton.
No.
No, we are
Tim,
not
come
doing
on,
that.
man.
Calm
Like,
down.
is that the is that the is that really where you gotta push this?
No.
On selling rations?
Tim,
I thought Grail didn't like beefskin, but
Tim's at the quartermaster holding out his 2 hands, and he's got the stone hand in his mouth. Like, just load me up, sir.
no, there is a gif of Tim in Discord.
A gif of Jim taking all the food.
Nope.
Money. That could have been Mr. Krabs as well.
I saw Donald. I went with Donald.
Donald is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Scrooge,
got Scrooge myself.
McDuck, yeah.
He's a dragon in duck form.
Are we spending the night here, or are we gonna get going, or?
If we spend the night here, you get to use some rations and then get some more rations tomorrow.
Yeah.
I believe we should probably head off during the day. Yes, that seems like a smart idea.
So we're staying then, right?
I mean, does anyone think we have a need for speed per se?
I mean,
Like, I
they're
think-
saying that every day the world gets more corrupted, but I'm in no rush.
In all honesty, I'm a dwarf. There's no such thing as speed.
Just being relentless.
Just persistence. That's right.
I was going to say, yeah.
Marching of the ages.
You weren't going to say you're a natural sprinter, were you?
Well, there's that third bottle of whiskey. That's 1/3 of a bottle of whiskey I picked up from the random lady in the tower.
Not from Pete. He don't
Not from
can
Pete.
anymore.
No, he needs his whiskey.
It does
Yep.
seem that dwarves and stonekin are more into inebriators rather than, like, amphetamines.
I feel like we've been playing this game differently. Or you've been
Have
paying
you not
more
met
attention to
Jingles?
some stuff.
Like, every gnome we've run into is a dope fiend.
Feel your sample size is statistically
two.
significant. And yet not great for peer review.
Okay. There is your party token marker. The party should be able to control that as required, although I might take that off because Den will do weird things with it.
Oh.
Just give everybody control except for Den. He can be special.
Legit.
That is a good point, and I maybe should do that. But no, you guys don't need to move it. I can move it where you go. All right. So if that's all you are wanting to do, no one wants to get any other bits and pieces of equipment. You have it.
Henry to
I
respond.
think I'm good.
I'm carrying like a lot of gear at the moment, so
Oh yeah, I
I'm,
would
I'm
like.
good.
I'd like to sell stuff, I think, but I don't know that here's a great place to sell it.
Yeah, I think we
Go
can
back to
just
Summerton to
sell
sell it.
stuff. Yeah.
Do you want to take Tiny Tim away from me too, Grail?
Oh, you have access to Tiny Tim, do you?
Henry
I
didn't
don't like-
write that, despite him not commenting on
Oh,
it.
I'll I will trade some magical devices with the quartermaster. He can have 3 boxes that explode when opened if he'll give me 3 new boxes.
Do you tell him they explode when opened?
Yes.
Or do you give them to
Yes,
him?
I tell him these are trapped boxes that he can use as, traps for like lizard folk or orcs or something.
Alright, just
Gosh.
bear with me as I go and make sure that only the players who own the characters can control the characters. There's a few that are all over the place. For example,
I hadn't even thought until you said it, and I was... Ah,
yes, well, for
who
example,
do I have access to?
Aaron had access to Granum.
I mean, I
That's
feel
in
like
character.
that's safer hands than me.
Well, it's possibly true. I mean, you are likely to walk someone into water.
More I made the evil stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I have access to 13 characters. I wouldn't worry about it. I tend not to abuse it.
It's the tend that concerns people.
That's-
I don't abuse it.
That's
see,
okay.
That's better.
They have it's done. It's been altered. It's more along the lines of later on, if needed, you will have visibility from people's characters, etc.
Mhm.
All right. So, if that's the case, and you head off, you'll get to about halfway between Kelsrise and Don Duran as the sun begins to descend behind the mountains, casting
Hills
long
Rise and
shadows.
Duran. Got it?
Wild boys
We'll
are
be
coming.
hungry
Mm-hmm.
like a wolf.
Indeed.
1 of 3. Alright.
Did I tell you the Duran Duran story with Craig? If I didn't tell you before, I'm sure I have. It's a good anecdote. I'll have to tell you some other time.
Always happy to hear it again.
Anyway, the road between Don Duran and Kelsrise. Oh, did we lose somebody?
Yeah, it's Vexxi, unsurprisingly.
He's
Oh,
having some internet issues.
yeah. Let's blame the internet, not my Duran Duran reference.
I mean, not being ageist, but is she even old enough to know about Duran Duran?
Ask her yourself.
Yeah. Come on, Al.
Out of curiosity, Vex, have you heard of Duran Duran?
What?
And I was waiting
Okay.
yeah.
That's a no.
I mean, I suppose ignorance means you
Like,
can't be offended by
What
it.
did you say?
It's okay. Duran Duran was a band from the 80s.
Oh, what are you talking about? They're for the ages, Al. For the ages.
Well, that's certainly an opinion.
No.
You do a new wave.
There was a GIF. Yes. All I can say is I think of seagulls and flocks thereof.
Ha, nice.
Psycho killers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yes.
Sorry, girl.
No, it's fine.
No, you're not.
I am. But I will do it again.
Yes, there's not much on the road between Don Duran and Kelsrise. It's pretty quiet. There was like maybe 1 or 2 trappers, hunters, or people you see walking in the distance, mainly in the grass, not upon the road itself. But for the most part, it's very quiet. As the sun begins to go down behind the mountains and the shadows begin to lengthen, a fairly brisk, cool breeze billows down and means that you probably think, for those of you who are naturally inclined, and there are a few of you in the party who are, that rain is on its way.
Do Do we want to set up camp and I'll turn into a tree?
And you'd
How
actually
long
do
can you
that?
turn into a tree for?
Sadly, I think not long enough.
Are you saying you can make like a tree and stay?
I'm saying you've never known a peaceful night's sleep until you've been a tree. Please, no jokes about morning and what trees are made of.
Why?
Okay, let's keep moving.
Would it be
guess-
very glorious?
I guess we should be on the lookout for any sort of cover that we might
Yep.
be able to camp under, whether it's just a bunch of trees or whatever.
There is very
No
little.
camping underneath.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty sparse.
Yep,
So
there
I
is
wouldn't
very
be-
little, but yeah, you might find a lone tree or a very small copse here or there, which you might be able to utilize. But for the most part, it's not going to provide much cover at all.
Well, you know,
What do
being
we
rained
know?
on at the end of the world.
Don't you have like stone shape? Can't you build a stone tent?
In a couple of days.
27
I mean,
feet.
presumably
Yeah.
people have tents.
I don't have stone shape. Grenham has stone shape.
Yeah, but I'm checking how long I can turn into a tree for.
Actually, building us like a stone wall to take shelter under would be pretty sick.
It would.
When I ran when I ran my epic 3.5 game in the Forgotten Realms, there was a favored soul character. When they were in the Anarok Desert, he had stone shape, and he used to just make stone huts, and then the druid would turn into a small fire elemental to provide heating.
Heat them up. Nice.
And suddenly, over the course of a month, the Anarok Desert just had all these permanent shelters all over the place.
Yeah, that's right. They're
It's a
slowly
civic
getting
service.
It
sand
was.
dunes.
Yep.
Or
Tree,
not.
tree shape is
Tree
6
shape
turns.
is 6
plus
turns plus 1 per
level.
level.
So 2 hours.
Yeah. Bad.
Not worth
Totally worth it to,
Stone shapes forever, bro.
So here's a question:
enjoy the rid of my leaves. Yep.
if you turn into a tree, can we cut all your branches off and make like a shelter out of it, and then in 2 hours you'd turn back into a normal? And we'd
Yes.
have
Without any extremities.
Also, just think about what you might be holding, when I turn back to flesh.
I thought you're saying all the tree bits turn back to flesh.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Well, you'd be holding wood.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway, yes, there is not much in the way of shelter. You can probably find something to provide a modicum amount, but for the most part, none. Are you guys going to set a watch?
Of course.
I do have a stone shape available. How useful is it?
Pretty damn useful.
Is there some stone I could shape to build these non-campers such a brief little bit of shelter or respite from the rain?
Well, we'll say that you have a bit of a scout around and you can find something.
Cool.
You find some exposed rock.
I will spend that spell to build us something.
Cool. So
It sounds so sad.
there's the watch, Maze, Granham, Jingles, Barrett and Snap. Second watch was Tim, Brell and Crackle. Third watch was Olva, Retriever, Vess and Pop.
And I'll have Oberon will also join me on first.
Oberon will be the
Who's
head.
on first?
Because Oberon's back.
Maze, Granham and Jingles.
I think you missed my reason for asking.
Yes, I did. Well, no, actually.
Intentionally,
Yes, let me rephrase that. I chose to miss it.
Yes. I knew you knew what I was talking about.
All right, that's fine. Can I have Maze, Granum, and Jingles each roll a d20 for me, please?
Alright, let's see if I remember how this works. 1d.
Right.
Sorry, did you say D20?
Yes, please.
There we go.
Alright. I am in this maze. Sick.
Cool. Your watch passes uneventfully, except about an hour before it. It's come over a little bit dark. There's fairly thick black clouds moving across the valley. Granum, you think you hear in the distance the crack of thunder, but you see no lightning.
Cool.
Second watch, can I have Tiny Tim and Brell each make a d20 roll for me, please?
No, it's not a 1.
Okay. Your watch also passes without event, other than the fact that these dark clouds now are covering the entirety of the valley. There is no moonlight, there is no starlight that is shining through. The wind has picked up. It's pretty strong now. The trees that you can see just slightly to not that far from you, a lone tree starting to bend at its tip in the wind, and there is this occasional spatter of large heavy raindrops. Hang on, what's going on? Just bear with me. I have
I'm sorry.
a message on my phone that I need to check.
Let's see. It's an archer. No. That's great.
Okay, that's fine.
Nothing else?
Tiny Tim, you also, like Granum before you, you think you hear a crack of thunder, but you see no lightning. It is quite loud, you think, but Brell doesn't seem to react to it. It's so loud it almost makes you startle. Other than that, your watch passes.
That leaves the fun stuff to me and Vess.
Mm-hmm. Olra and Vess,
baby.
you can each roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, baby.
High five.
Damn.
High five, same wavelength.
You see what I'm saying, B1?
You do see some. You know that saying, Whiskey Pete has seen some shit. Well, he's about to have some company.
Oh, God.
It is about an hour before dawn. The wind is really violently starting to shake the lone tree nearby. The rain starts coming down quite heavy now from the lone occasional spatter. Now it's starting to belt down to the point that it is almost stinging when it hits you. And then crack! The tree that's because you guys made your stone shelter nearby, is struck by a single large, thick bolt of lightning.
Whoa.
And when your eyes adjust, this is what you see. When it finally loads on my very poorly speedy internet.
Don't even blink, boys. That's probably slightly concerning.
Light, damn it.
Oh. It could be worse.
We got some spooky. They weren't there before.
No.
I assume everyone blames me for having built them.
and the
No.
and the storm and what was the coming storm, the wind and the rain has stopped. It's gone. The sky is clear.
But just like that.
When your eyes come to after the bolt of lightning suddenly blinded you for a moment, yes, you realise that it is clear.
How far away is this from us, roughly?
Maybe 50 feet. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less.
Okay, this is weird, but if there's just like statues, I assume, yeah.
From the
any
distance, that's what it
movements?
appears.
It's not. I'll say to Vess, it's not that far from like morning, unless anything changes after this. I think we can leave them resting for now and investigate once we're all rested.
Yeah.
We
Keep an eye
wait.
on it.
Yes,
From a
we will
distance.
keep an eye on it.
Okay, what did you ask? Sorry, Dan.
Do we wake with the crack?
So it's interesting that one of the sleeping characters picked up on this, but no, neither of the awake characters did. No, you don't.
Ooh.
This is creepy. I don't recognize what those figures are. I don't know if they're wearing masks or
Split
not.
up and check it out.
Well, I
So
would ask a question, but I'm
is it with all the lit candles as
Yes. Yep. It looks exactly like that. That is
Okay,
that is how you are getting some form of visibility.
Light.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that would be even creepier if it's still in darkness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we sleep here? We could have picked a different spot.
I feel like this is something that we would have told us no matter where we were.
Should have cut down all the trees.
Location dependent.
Yeah, I think we just wait. If that's keep an eye on it, see if anything changes. We can be ready to wake people up if we need to. But this is weird, but it's not threatening.
Immediately threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Not
Don't see
threatening.
any weapons.
And you know how Graham was going to complain if we interrupt his sleep.
What?
Gotta let the old man get his old man kip.
None of you young'uns understand how important it is.
You got to get your 18 hours of sleep a day.
How did you know I'm half cat?
But I guess Oller will definitely be much more vigilant until it's morning. Or
The hyper-vigilant paladin just became more vigilant?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
The half vigilant paladin decided I should probably pay attention now.
I'm sorry.
Look, to be fair, we're in the middle of we were just worried about the storm. That was about it. There wasn't much else that was around here, so.
Yeah. Can I try detecting evil from those statues?
You can.
It's within range.
You can. So, as you cast your vision upon them and try to reach out, you get varied responses. One of them is evil. One of them is kind of shifting in and out of evil, and others are not.
Ooh. This kind of doesn't feel good.
No. I'll ask my question in the morning.
Okay. If you are doing nothing else,
I mean,
yeah, I think we'd wait.
then
yeah,
morning
if they don't move at all,
they
we'll
do not
wait.
move at all. Morning will dawn. The rest of the
Not even
group
if
will
we
slowly
blink.
start to arise.
So I wake up, my eyes are blurry, and I'm not really opening that much. I know there's a tree over that way, so I'm just going to wander over there to deal with my business because I know how important that is.
We will. We'll keep you back.
What?
Yeah.
What? I gotta take a pee, man.
Look at the tree
Not the creepy statues.
properly.
I didn't do that.
No, you didn't. It was lightning.
Did I do that? What have you been putting in my oatmeal?
Nothing that you didn't ask for, sir.
Unless something someone else put the same thing in my mill, I can see it too. And I could walk around and see how many figures there are.
There are 8.
Mm-hmm. Shockingly, who would have thought?
Would have thought.
Yep.
I'll go to the other side of the wall to take my slash.
Okay.
Thanks.
Are we going to check these things out?
Give me a minute.
I mean, yes, we did want to, but we wanted to not wait till you guys were probably around, because it's quite weird.
And done. Okay.
We'll relay the story of what we saw basically when it happened. The storm that we observed, does it seem to be like localized, or was it just everywhere?
No, the clouds covered the entirety of the valley, and the wind and the rain was, you can't really see what's happening 5 miles away.
No.
But it did seem the valley was affected, at least from your perspective.
You can if you're Legolas.
Yeah, just uncurve the world and look.
You do
going off what Tolkien wrote.
You do know that. Well, you do know that Tolkien's world was flat originally.
Yep.
Yes.
I was going to say
how
I
eyes work.
Look.
Granted,
I'm
in the
happy.
movie they had elevation.
Yes, thank you. That is correct. That is how eyes work.
They have the high ground.
He can see details further. That's all. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway, Olga
gonna-
is concerned if this was like across the valley that this may have happened more than just here.
Possible.
But like, it looks like a place you'd pray to. Like, honestly, like other figures. The figures aren't like depicted of the 8 now that we're getting closer, are they?
They might be, but if they are, they look a little bit unusual. But it also could be, the 8 have many different depictions, and there are many different aspects of them. The ones that you know of are just their most common.
I'm no priest, but I hear sometimes the churches don't get along.
Right. You hear that the religions of madness? Yeah, they don't get along with anybody. Bunch of nutters.
Same with Defiance, I've heard. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I don't remember if I can take offense. No, that's fine. I'm not taking offense to any of this. I need to remember which religion I was.
I'm not sure this character selected religion.
But you were sufferance. But maybe
Mm-hmm. I am sufferance.
Yeah.
Either this happened. So I see like 3 options. Either this happened once entirely by chance, just right next to us. Either this happened across the valley, from whatever the storm was, and from whatever was being probably due to what we were told about it. That the valley being, that was like thrown into chaos or like whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Or this appeared next to us because it's us.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Again, normally I wouldn't specify that, but we've had some weird interactions over the past week,
Mm-hmm.
and
Some people want us to be movers and shakers.
yeah,
Seems like that.
So how did it happen? Those who saw it.
So there was a storm. It was raining. It was thundery, all the usual stuff that you guys probably experienced before on your watches. Then there was a massive lightning strike that hit the tree, it
Blinding.
it blinded us. It was that big. It blinded us for a few seconds.
Well, I heard a really big thunder like crack during my watch. I didn't see anything, but it was way off in the distance, but it was loud.
Oh, you're saying it
Mm.
walked towards us with every thunderous crack?
Well, I don't know. I only heard one.
And when our eyes got back used to seeing things, the storm was completely gone, and this was in the tree's place. Actually,
Yeah,
on that note, does the tree look like it did before this happened,
The tree
or
is.
is it a different tree? Like, is it the
it's-
same?
It looks like the tree has been blasted. It has suffered serious damage. Those of you who may have seen it something similar previously, it looks like it's been struck by lightning.
Mm.
No, I just wanted to ask whether it was like the same tree or if it was just a different tree along with these statues that had been placed there.
It looks like the same tree that may have been obliterated and smashed by lightning.
Yeah, lightning. No worries. Okay, cool. So let's, I guess, in lack of any other, lack of anything else to do, which one is acting as evil?
So you think, from having a bit of a look at them, and you have a cleric among you, and you guys have some idea, well, you all have some idea, that these are what you make the best approximations. If they were to be the 8.
I love how cuddly all the names are always.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't look perfect. They don't look like they are actual representations of these aspects. But if you had to pick one of the known aspects, these would be the likely ones. And as for the one which is definitely detecting as evil,
Mm-hmm.
it is Susanna the Withered. The one that's flicking between evil and not detecting as evil is Erlath the Tormentor.
Well, does anybody want to go talk to their gods, or?
Why not?
Yeah, I
No,
think our
good.
paladins should
Nope.
go. They seem to have turned up just for you guys.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wisely spoken, apprentice.
Thank you, Master.
Sometimes it seems like I taught you things even I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sign, but like,
Very bold. Just be like, yo, we're here now. Okay, everyone's here for the party.
Would
um,
like professions and stuff have patron gods?
Since the gods do not have portfolios, no.
yeah.
So it is a single pantheon, and they are often just prayed to as a whole, given thanks as a whole. Occasionally, one might be given more praise in certain circumstances, or worshipped a little bit stronger in certain circumstances. For example, Pizarre, who has a lot of nighttime things, might be worshipped or given thanks or praise for people who are out in the night. If you are on the water, Harthel has a lot of things related to the water, but actually has no portfolio around the water. Klalar, a lot of death surrounds him. But overall, no.
Okay.
Although the goblins like Klalar, supposedly.
We'd asked them, but they were too busy beating up Craig's old character.
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Aura would, after investigating a little bit more and seeing that not being, like, at all intents and purposes, it seemed like there's these new statues here with a whole bunch of candles around it.
Mm-hmm.
Did the candles go out during the night?
Did what? Sorry.
Did the candles last fully until dawn?
They are still illuminated.
I'd like to try and, I guess, blow out one that's kind of on the edge. I just want to see if I can affect it or not.
Okay, you go and you blow it out. Are you going to anyone in particular? Are you going close to any of the statues in particular, or just picking one at random?
It's the one that's like kind of further out than closer in. I just want to see if I can affect it.
Roll a d8 for me, please.
Sure.
Okay. It's the one that is closest to, you believe, the statue of Urflars, the Mother of the Void. For those of you who do not recall,
Queen of Hell?
she
Awesome.
is considered to be, Urflars is the most powerful of the 8. The one who basically is, yes, the mum of the 8, and is the only one who resides in hell. You're near her statue. You blow it out. The statue's head turns towards you.
Ooh, that was a little rude.
Interesting.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that.
But it does blow out.
It did blow out, yes.
Cool. I will quickly relight it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would have had prepared just in case.
Yeah, I don't like the sight of seeing statues move. That will like an hour.
And then, if nothing else happens after that, Aura will probably actually like do her like prayers here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll actually offer up some stuff here because it seems like I mean, that kind of confirmed. I mean, the whole, he appeared when there was lightning here was kind of already thing, but the fact that it was able to turn naturally thing is like, yeah, okay, cool. These are powerful. Let's just.
Maze is going to approach Gora.
Yep. Gorga, the one that knows. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Take a knee.
Mm-hmm.
And pray and say, "Oh Gora, would it be possible for you to bless me with the knowledge of where our shared souls are?"
Make a reaction check for me, please.
Ooh.
And are you doing anything other than asking?
That was all. Just asking. Oh, I see what you're saying. Interesting. Don't. Have something that's worthy of her. Huh. No, that will do. I considered burning the letters in her candle as an offering of knowledge, but I won't do that. I'll just make the reaction test.
Mm-hmm.
2d6 minus 1.
5.
Hmm.
Okay. The head turns towards you. The grating sound of stone upon stone. Its eyes gleam. It's just looking at you. You feel there is something unsaid, a deal not made. You feel there is some wanting, something, an absence that needs to be filled. The eyes still stare at you. What are you doing?
Listen to the radio, apparently.
Yeah. Some bleed.
Well,
Have we lost a maze?
I'm muted.
Oh.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. I was asking questions, but that's fine. I didn't come to any resolution anyway. I was just thinking of things that I could offer. But
You considered a blessing?
yeah, I did ask. Could I use a blessing? No.
You can
okay.
you can offer a blessing if you want. I didn't hear you ask that, so that must have been
Oh,
something
yeah,
you asked
yeah.
when you were on mute.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty tempting to just.
Do you want me to help you?
No, I'll offer.
No, let me help you. What's the worst that could happen?
Bad stuff. Can I offer her a story? Can I tell her about like the people we met?
You know, you can
Like
do anything you want. You have the
okay.
power to do whatever you
I
want.
start telling her a story about the
Jack and
valley that
Diane.
we went to. No, with amazing cakes and fantastic tea, and a library, and I
Gosh,
see if
dude.
that's like a useful trade of knowledge for her, or if she doesn't care.
Gosh.
I'm just trying to trade knowledge with her. I'm not sure if that's relevant to her because she probably already knows all that stuff. So I'm not really.
Weird that someone so much larger than you is yet so easy to be pushed under the bus.
Maybe she wants like the true memories. I offer her my memories of going to in between worlds.
You feel that the void, the wanting, the need, it is closing, but it is closing because the door is shutting.
Oh, it didn't want that. Okay. Yeah, I offer a blessing. I try to give it some of my blessing power.
Okay. You mean you're playing a blessing, or you're?
Oh yes,
Is that what you meant?
Well, I'm not sure if can I just play a blessing randomly.
Yes.
I will just play a minor blessing and see if that does anything.
A
Does that
minor
matter?
blessing.
Yes. Does that matter? Ah, you just want one of my big blessings. I'm saving up for 8. Damn it! I will not be denied again. I saved Hypatia, and it hurt. It hurt a lot.
I'm gonna have a look at what your blessings are anyway, because I'm curious.
It doesn't matter. I'm
If it
playing
makes
them
it feel
all
any
together.
better, the remaining blessings I have would hurt too if I was going to do this.
Soft. Yeah, I know. Look, I've had a plan, dude. I've been planning it for so long.
You can have 2 major blessings for Gorga.
Ah, that's true.
They're not of this aspect, but yes. Anyway, you feel the door has closed. The head returns to its original location.
Okay.
And that's cool as you focus on the metagaming stuff. That's fine. Don't Don't do what the character would do in the moment with the actual blessings. That's cool.
I mean,
They're
there's no
not just
guarantee
his
that
blessings.
there's no guarantee that
No,
that a
no.
major blessing would have done anything either.
But it sets him back one more blessing, and that's funny.
Look, there's a shared soul out there, and Minerva's like, get fucked. Why did Shiro even play one of these? Oh wait, she agreed with playing that blessing on Hypatia. She was accepting of that. She was like, if it was anybody but Hypatia, get wrecked.
Okay,
Yeah.
I stand up to. I go up. Well, I approach the one aspect representing Gorga,
The same one.
and yep,
Mhm.
and I will
Wow.
light a candle and place it place it with the other ones in front of that statue.
Okay.
Ooh, smart.
All right. There's now
And I
another candle.
and I also I pray to Gorga for knowledge of where I can complete this. I find completeness for this ring this unmade ring I have.
This unmade ring. You'll have to remind me what unmade ring.
So, all right. So, have I explained it properly?
I'm
I don't
old.
know.
My memory's not as good as it used to be.
That's what you said 2 minutes ago.
I did not. And what was your name again? Sorry, young man.
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, so Brel has so you know, Dwarves have gold lust, but Brel has it's a subset of this. It's called basically, which is basically jewel lust, and it sort of manifests in, he found an ornate malachite ring with an empty setting, and he has a minor obsession with it, with trying to.
Oh, this is from
complete
his
it.
background.
Yes.
Yep. No, sorry. I thought it was one that you had collected somewhere else. Sorry. Go for it. Yes. Go for it.
So yes, I pray for knowledge of where or how I can complete this. And then I made then I sort of cut myself and not on the palm because that's stupid, and make a blood sacrifice.
Make a reaction check for me, please.
Cool. This will totally go well with my lovely charisma. So let's macro for that. Oh, whatever. It's 2d6 plus 1 anyway, because yay charisma. Oh god.
So the cut on your hand appears to have been far more, or on your person, it appears to be far more grievous than you had otherwise anticipated, and you feel yourself almost without control, dragging the blade deeper into your flesh. Take 1d6 cutting damage.
Yeah.
Oh, we should also really heal yourself if you haven't.
Dude, not down the street.
Right.
What?
Oh.
Well, look,
And-
at least you're putting your all into this.
And your candle blows out.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal?
Well, hopefully that candle I put in front rather than me. I mumble some words of please forgive me, something, don't kill me, and stagger off.
You think you feel almost remorse for showing greed in the face of divinity.
And it would take a divine power for one of our characters to experience that.
100%. 100%.
All right. Nasty wound you gave yourself there, Brel.
I'll just go rock back and forth in the corner and shock for a little while.
Or I could heal you. I mean, feel free to bleed, but
Oh,
I could heal you.
I feel Relford needs to just bind his wounds and feel in pain for a while. Maybe
Okay.
later.
Yeah,
When you want me,
seems like
when you want me to cast Cure Stupid, let me know.
Oh no, that's a pretty high level spell.
No, it's just got a very limited duration at high level.
I don't know. Tiny Tim knows the spell.
I mean, side effects.
With the blackjack, is that how he casts Cure Stupid?
Or an ice pick.
The statues remain.
I look up from my oatmeal and say, you'll have fun there.
It's good oatmeal.
It hasn't cut me yet.
Is it still storming? Is it still raining?
No, that
It
finished.
cleared.
that happened.
That did, yeah.
When
Okay.
the lightning strike hit, it just instantly disappeared.
Yep.
Like the entire storm just poof.
Gone.
It all got
Dang.
channeled into whatever the fuck this is.
Bummer.
Which is
I mean-
apparently now a shrine to the 8. So cool.
It's an opportunity.
Mark it on the map.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Halfway between
Assuming
those
it's here
guys
when
and
we come back.
True.
wandering.
I mean,
Yeah.
We'll mark it on the map so we can see what's going on.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like this is definitely an opportunity, but I don't know what we can use it for.
I don't want to pick any favorites, so I'm just gonna offer general prayers to every statue.
I mean
Just
that's what
brief ones.
that's what I mean. That's what I'm doing too. That's how you pray to the 8.
I mean,
Picking favorites is
You guys go to one statue and then like fucking
definitely not a
off.
great idea.
Vex,
Yeah.
Discord.
Vex or Vess? Who
Ah,
you talking to? Oh.
you.
well, Brel feels discouraged from trying again, shall we say?
Yeah, funny that.
You've got an uninjured arm.
I still think they were trying to talk to the paladins. You guys should ask them a question or get a blessing from one that you like or something. I don't know.
Hashtag quit
I don't
being
have
so
a
weak sauce.
favorite.
I mean, Aura does have one that I guess she not relates to, but is more, I
Pays
guess,
more homage.
drawn towards than the others, simply just because of
Yeah.
the part of the religion that she's a part of.
I've put a big dead tree on the map.
But like this,
Nice.
what she's seen happen to you two doesn't inspire confidence in doing that.
Man, if Shura was here, he'd totally try to get the blessing from the daughter. Actually, what aspect was here today for her? Oh,
That's the one that all likes too.
the flame.
The daughter, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
What kind of a check would it be to try and work out which one Mark would lick? Or do you think he would just pick the closest and do it, let's face it, probably anti-clockwise?
He would say he would lick all of them. That's
He'd be-
like all fairness is here.
He'd be on his knees for the long haul.
Yeah, no, I don't think Aura is going to be asking anything of them. Like that's typically you don't really ask the gods. I mean, you do ask the gods, but
I mean, they turned up looking for you, it seems. But, okay.
Yeah, I would.
But it's
I mean,
totally fine
clearly-
if you want to ignore them. Sure, that's cool.
Not ignoring them, we're just praying at everyone. Just
Yep, spreading that love around. Fair enough.
I would say
yeah. A little bit
From
to everyone.
from his self-imposed corner, Brel says maybe those with a divine connection were more, maybe more attuned to this, or no better way not to offend them.
Well, I guess as we're doing this,
Hey.
Grail,
Yes.
do
Talking
we
shit.
do we feel anything, I guess, unusual, or are we drawn to something, or is there anything?
It is disconcerting, and they have a very much uncanny valley type semblance about them. The fact that on more than one occasion they have tilted their heads or shifted their heads. You think if you concentrate now upon this, you can hear whispered words in the background, very quiet, almost imperceptible, but they're there. Either that or, you're going crazy. Maybe both. Yeah, it's not something that is evoking great feelings in you, if that's what you're asking.
Yep, that's what I want to ask. That's fine. Yeah, then Ola won't push any further than she already does.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I guess
Well,
unless
but
anyone else wants to try, I guess after saying that, we'll get ready to leave.
Yeah. Oh, when I get around to Klala and Earthlaz, I'll thank them for their blessings. Hopefully I'll make good use of them.
Cool. All
My
right.
boys.
Then you've been here maybe for an hour or so. Nobody has prepared spells as of yet.
Oatmeal first.
Then I
You
will
can't
take
prepare
that.
spells if you're not regular.
You gotta have your roughage, huh?
Yup.
Anyone want a
You down
touchy
for that,
touch?
but I guess.
Lay on a hand?
Maybe later.
I mean, you say that for later in the day. But yeah, do remember to heal. What is it, like 10%? What's the
10%.
Yeah.
10%? Yeah.
Rounded up. Yep.
People injured.
Apparently, I am.
Well, fair enough.
All right. Let me just close that down. Dum, 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 dum. Done. All right. You can prepare spells as required. Eat more oatmeal. Break camp.
You don't want to have too much oatmeal.
No, too much roughage when you're on the road can be problematic.
Yeah. Slows you down.
Yep.
Right. Are you doing anything else, or?
I mean, if it's just,
I was ready to move on.
yeah, I don't know. Unless anyone else has any ideas, let's move on.
Cool.
No.
Just start smoking weed in front of the gods.
First charm person on the gods.
Uses
That'll
the candle
totally
to
help.
light it.
Yeah, cheers to you guys.
Yeah.
Just lights on.
I mean, you'll never know, if you don't try.
Set fire to the tree. That's a big fucking candle.
Stick a blunt in the fingers of Earthlaz.
I mean,
Maybe
that's an
Koala
offering
will
of
chill
sorts.
out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Heading on
have
to
weed in my
Donduran.
inventory and I forgot what it does.
Yeah. Donduran.
Okay.
Yep.
Donduran. All right. No girls on film here.
Thank you.
Nice.
It is a small village, about 180 people, fairly quiet. As you enter into it, there is a large keep. It's not so much a keep. It's more like a barracksy kind of thing with a tower, which seems to be the tallest standing building in the village. everybody is casting fairly sidelong, suspicious-looking glances your way, and most of the people who are on the roads scurry to get away from you as you approach.
Is that unusual?
You know that Don Duran is suspicious of people. They have an unnatural suspicion of anyone who is not from their village. Well, not unnatural, they just don't like people.
Yeah. I mean, reindeers are better than people.
Oh, well, they take a coin for the night. I don't care. I want to lie down.
Are you talking about reindeers or people? Just
Games.
In a bed, by myself.
Okay.
I guess considering we're traveling with the zoo, also probably doesn't make us look any more normal.
We prefer the term menagerie.
God damn, so rude to the non-humans.
Right. Ooh, look at me. I've got only 2 legs. I must be better.
Just bear with me.
My thumbs bend opposingly. Ooh!
Oh, aren't you special?
I need druids to cast Stone Shape to give me somewhere to sleep.
So, there is one inn in town. It has no name on it, but it has a kind of a rickety-looking sign hanging over the door. It's got what appears to be a mug of beer and a bed embossed upon it.
A mug of beer and a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shall we call this place the wet spot?
Actually, a pretty good name.
Is it?
Your approval fills me with shame was strong.
There was just crickets after that, wasn't there?
Yep.
I like it.
I was working with what I was given.
I thought you were going to go with like bed, beer, and beyond, but
I mean, is that a better
the
name
wet
than
spot
the
is
wet
so
spot?
much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, let's see if we can get a room then.
All right. Oh, excuse me. The keep inside is a fairly surly-looking man. He looks you up and down as you enter. It's just quiet in here. There's nobody around. Even though it's starting to get dark, the tap room is empty. And the keep will say, "What do you guys want?"
Oh, you know.
Rooms and drink, my fine fellow. Sure.
And
Oh,
a
yeah. Maybe some
proper
food.
outhouse. I eat enough roughage.
Room and drink, eh? Fair enough. Where are you coming from?
Hell's Rise, we've been fighting.
Holding back the horde.
And now we're on our way to Sumberton.
Return with news.
When you're leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
On the morrow. Fair. Would want a room each, common room, share rooms. What are you after?
My apprentice is happy to share with me, and we're happy to share with others.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Master, wouldn't it be better if we stayed in the stables with
What are you doing with the animals as
companions?
well? You're not bringing your bear and your pigs inside, are you?
What?
No, can we stable them? Do you have a stable?
God damn it.
What? Come on. This
Yes.
isn't
Alrighty.
your clan, Master. You have to... These people, they live in, like...
Houses.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good hut.
I point at Jingles and say, none of my fine associates here are anywhere near the fire hazard that gnome is.
Jingles hastily breathes in and holds his breath, hiding something behind his back.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well,
Sure. Stable for those.
I think
He looks outside at the collected zoological.
I say to Maze, you can pour a beer on my roots, I'll be in my tree. And walk out and turn into a tree next to the stable.
Excellent.
Aurora will approach Bess and ask whether she would like to share a room with myself and Treva. Just for the sake of it.
Sharing.
So
cool. Then we'll get one room for us three then, and then the men can sort out themselves.
You've got a bear, you've got a mountain lion, you've got a really, really big pig, you've got two small but still big pigs. They're the main things to have to worry about. You have one horse. I've got shock horror. There's actually, a real animal, a real
exactly.
civilized animal.
I figure that would be very easy to stable. Shockingly,
if there's a real animal in the party, it's not the horse. It's Tiny Tim.
Yeah, I was
Wait, who's my horse, right?
5 gold for them, he says, pointing to the animals.
Do you have a horse?
Yeah.
2 horses then.
Except I don't have 5 gold.
No, it's for the other animals, not for the horses.
Is he feeding the animals for that?
I don't have food for them.
Yeah.
What are we paying for them for then?
wants to stable them.
I mean,
insurance.
I'm ruffling all of this, obviously.
Insurance that they don't wreck.
No, I'm a tree. I can't say any of that.
5
Sure.
gold.
Do you sell root beer?
Beer? Yep.
Oh.
What did you say?
Anyone lend me 5 gold?
The 5 gold is not for. If the 5 gold is only for the druids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm paying for it.
It's
okay.
It's 5 silvers for each of the horses.
Yep, that's easy enough.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I'm kind of broke. But
What about for the room?
So the rooms, if you want, you can get 2 gold a night, which will. Hang on, I just dropped my pencil eraser on the ground. I don't know where it's gone, but it's not where I can see it. Oh, there it is. So 2 gold per night for a room which can have 3 beds in it.
Cool. I'll pay 1 gold. You pay the other one, Vess?
Yes, but I won't have enough for my horse.
God damn it! How much gold do you have?
I have 1 gold.
I let.
Why? No. In that case.
Or you
can
go.
We'll just cover.
Or you can go in the common
cover,
room. You can go in the common room if you want for a couple silvers.
Aurora will cover. Aurora will pay the 2 gold for the room, and Vexxi can pay for her horse.
Alright. Beers. You want beers?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Please.
8 beers.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
1
I get a
each.
keg.
Actually, I guess Treva's technically not. Treva will have a beer. Fuck it.
Wait, how old is she?
16.
That's more
That's
than
old
old
enough.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just falling to 18 because that's real life, but no, that's not how it works.
No, that's not real life. And what? You've been drinking at least half-strength beers for what? At least 8 years?
Yeah, because it's safe in the water.
Yep.
Yep.
Get a small beer.
Oh, sorry. By safe means less dysentery.
Just be a paladin. You don't have to worry about that.
Alright, beers.
No laying on hands. I now know where they've been.
Beers are 2 coppers each.
Yep, easy.
Alright, he'll put out 8 beers for you. And did someone ask for a keg?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Keg will be 2 gold.
Sure.
And then you'll get some reasonably dirty, slightly clean mugs out for you. Some stale bread and cheese will also be plonked on the table for you. The cheese is only slightly mouldy. And he'll just go back about his business after you guys pay for what you want.
Oh, I'll go out and start watering my master.
Okay.
Oh, that's
He will stay at the bar and he will keep an eye on you. It's a fairly obvious staring competition that he's trying to engage you in, surly as he is.
Trees don't have eyes. He's gonna lose.
Trees do have eyes.
Not this again. Did I get back?
Trees don't have eyes, they have ease.
But I said not this again. That gets me back in the game, right? Right? No.
Tiny Tim is typing.
Yeah, I think my mic stopped working for a bit.
we can hear you now.
I had a whisper from Granham, which I just saw then.
Only because there are some things even I don't feel like slowing down everyone else with.
How close are you trying to get to do that?
Like, I walked out next to the stables and turned into a tree. I don't know.
Possibly.
This is all a fit of pique.
Okay, yes, Tiny Tim can do that. Alright, yes, you can peek away if you want.
Excellent.
Peek Den.
I don't know. Let some damp into his root cellar or something.
Peek Den is peek.
Yep.
So, I'll take a shared room with whoever's anyone. Is there anyone else that needs shared room?
Well, Granham and I have a room, so we can fit a third in if.
I thought we were sleeping in the stables.
No, we're putting our animals in the stable. Well, unless we're allowed to, then we will. Yeah, we'll stay in the stables as well, if he's okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just leaves 3 short people.
Heightist.
All the Stonekin together.
That's it, the Stonekin. Sorry, I forgot the actual name. It's Stonekin.
You know what they say about a Stonekin party, though, right?
I mean,
They rock
just-
rocks.
Yeah, it rocks.
How many other guests are there tonight?
It's just you.
Common
Well,
room sounds good.
There is nobody else in this establishment, and when the sun goes down even further, nobody comes into the tap room. It's just you.
Yeah.
It is deathly quiet.
Nice.
That's what happens in Innsmouth.
The only sound is the gulping of not very good beer, the eating of not very good cheese with and not very good and stale bread, and the sound of the barman's stare. It is so surly it makes a grating sound.
all right. Was it 2 silver for the common room?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. We'll go in the common room. It's pretty much empty. On the upside, $19 can be way over the other corner.
Well, we should probably still post watches in this place.
So the common room looks to be no more really than a regular room, maybe slightly bigger, that's just had the cots and the trunks and all that removed.
I mean,
So
Is there any windows?
There's one. So you're just sleeping on the floor.
Nice. So it's like just a room with no beds.
Correct.
Mhm.
No furnishings. Yep.
Alrighty. Well, when we finally go to sleep, I'm going to lay my swag or bedroll in front of the door, so that you can't open the door without pushing me out of the way.
Okay.
That's
Jump on you.
incredibly rude in a common room, but okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if me and Tiny Tim the only one there, I mean,
If I'm the only one in there,
and Jingles?
oh,
Yeah,
Jingle don't
with you
care.
guys.
Yeah. I'm in
I
that
mean-
sack. I tucked myself up.
I mean, just hey, as long as no one has prostate issues, whatever.
All right.
Before you guys go to sleep, who wants some healing?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is true.
we'll take some healing now.
Is anybody else
Okay,
particularly
I'll
down?
lay on hands, Brel, then.
Sweet.
Get 10 health.
Sweet.
I've only got 25 hit points, apparently.
I can lay on hands. Did you heal from sleeping yesterday?
Probably not.
10% of your HP, and then have 10 more with it because I'll lay my hands on you if you want.
Lay your hands on me.
Lay
you
them
You
hands.
can lay your hands on me anytime you want, baby.
For God's sake.
So what'd you say? It was
Now, I
10
believe
plus the 16.
Yeah, just make
That's
sure
what
that you're
we
telling
call it.
people about the magical hands from the. How old was your character?
No,
What?
The
that's
paladin.
that's his squire who is 16.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
oldest 29.
Okay.
Might
Then
turn
that's a
into
lot
creepy
less weird.
paladin. Start stroking people. in their
Yes,
sleep.
have 10 HP. Tiny Tim.
Alrighty.
It feels so
Probably.
creepy, but it heals so well.
I mean, realistically, we should have got hit points back when we stayed in Hell's Rise and last night as well.
Yes.
It did get mentioned last night to get your healing back.
Just because you weren't listening doesn't mean everybody else didn't do it.
Just because I was asleep.
Morning,
All right.
morning will dawn. No one gets interrupted. Your paranoia is maybe misplaced because no one tried to get into the common room and barge past you in your bedroll, Tiny Tim.
Well, it's only paranoia because I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, the keep is there, but it's not the keep. It is a woman, possibly his wife. Looks very similar. Has the same scowl upon her face. And she's staring at you as you descend the stairs.
I was going to query why we'd think his wife would look similar to him, but you're right, small town. Got it.
It's more the facial expression that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Backpedaling.
I've seen.
Universal disdain.
No, I've
Early
seen
this
couples grow to look alike.
Mm-hmm.
are you leaving this morning? She says.
Yes, we
Indeed
must
we
head off
are.
to Summerton.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your lodgings. It was very comfortable.
No,
Yeah, I've had softer straw.
you'd be wanting breakfast, will you?
That would be lovely. Before
Alright.
we head off.
She'll go out the back, returning about 5 minutes later and plonk a plate of dried fruits and nuts and some, not quite as stale bread on the table. Then she'll return again with some pots of honey and cream. There you go.
Strogan.
Cool. Thank you very much. Cool.
Mhm.
Let's dig in.
You're not sure that the cream is actually cream as you start using it, but it is some
Oh no.
cream substitute.
When you say substitute,
What is a
about
substitute for
how
cream?
substitute?
Was anyone milking the bear this morning?
Oh,
Hey.
She
Barrett's
watches.
a boy.
She's just watching you. Beers.
Why not?
How's
Not-
Musk
not-
holding
not-
up
not-
after
not
drinking
first-
a keglet yesterday?
Not first in the morning.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, maybe one for my master then.
All right, 2 coppers for a beer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll stick with water in the morning.
Water.
Mm.
All right. Should get
The-
you some water from out the back.
This beer does have a wonderful texture. So,
How chewy is it?
what's the way to describe the mouthfeel? Chewy, gritty,
It makes you feel thirsty.
unstrained. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's a little bit salty and very dry.
Needs more dog.
Mm-hmm. She just looks at you.
Mhm.
Well, you've got a lovely inn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're so friendly here.
Mm.
Town's not
Bit
what
of-
it once was, she says.
Bit of trouble with business. What seems to be the problem with the town?
Bilius is gone again. Town's going to rack and ruin. We don't like
Where'd
strangers
Phileas
either.
go?
No one knows.
You don't
Who
like
listens to
strangers?
Bell? I feel like we've heard of him before.
Huh.
Fuck. Nobody knows where Phileas is gone. Okay. Are you guys thinking of moving to maybe Silvermont or something?
We get some business people going through, but not much. If Kells Rise falls, this will become a barracks town.
Then there'll be lots of strangers.
No one comes this way unless they're going to Kells Rise. Not much out here anymore. Pretty
Did
quiet.
anybody ever travel to the castle?
Surinach?
Yeah.
Not really. It's
Is it a ruin?
not a ruin as much, but it's abandoned.
Oh. Why'd they build? Do you know why they built a castle out there?
Something to do with the Knights Vigilant, I believe, from centuries ago. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe there's some resource out there or something that we don't know about. All right. And you don't.
No one
Maybe we could
goes.
research it
No
sometime.
one goes any further than the eaves of Redbark Grove.
Is it dangerous?
There's no reason to go past it. That's where we get the sap from.
The sap. What do you do with the sap?
She points to the cream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, red bark creamer. Interesting. All right. Well, cool. Let's go to something.
Tim is just hoeing down the food before getting ready to go.
You know, the faux cream tastes all right. Just doesn't taste like cream.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. I like that. That's interesting. That's a pretty good resource. Actually. Especially if that especially if the red barks have like another property. Anyway, destiny doesn't come for you unless I guess lightning strikes. So we should move on to Summerton and find out.
Let's grab it with this mouse. Alright, by the end of the day, after you get your stuff and prepare your spells, etc., you move about halfway to Summerton, leaving the very friendly, very jovial people of Donduran behind, of which you saw virtually no one.
We didn't make it. I mean, we didn't make an effort, and if we know like the what's the word? Not history. Like
Reputation?
yeah, reputation of it. Like I feel like that'd be just creating more trouble for ourselves than we need.
No, but I gave them so much money. I felt like they should be nicer. Whatever.
They were very nice.
Yeah, they did give us cream.
Free cream.
Hmm.
So I mean,
Probably
cream
because she
doesn't
was-
grow on trees except there.
I think it was just because you were such an undignified drunk.
Leave me alone, would you?
How long you been practicing that one for?
You left droppings everywhere.
So sappy.
Look, when you get older,
That's right.
your leaves start to fall out, and you just got to deal with it.
You gotta control yourself. Last night you were completely rooted.
I'm pretty stopped
Absolutely.
tendencies.
But you know my bark is worse than my bite.
Absolutely.
Now make like a tree and get out of here.
Yep.
Okay,
Another stone hut.
sure. This night,
Fine.
this night on the road, there was a few people. Still not many. The road between Surbiton and Dondoran is likewise pretty quiet. This night, it passes without event. Again, people who are injured can heal 10% of their hit points, rounded up. And in the next day, you can pray for your spells or learn your spells and do your thing and meditate, do your rituals, and then you can head to Surbiton, and you'll
That's
get
very
there
sad.
as what's sad. Something from Discord.
That was the last. No. It was the last of our fancy rations, at least for Trevor and Aura.
And
Well,
that
just regular
afternoon,
rations now.
that afternoon, you'll get to Surbiton. The large walls stand ahead of you. The gates are closed because sun is slowly starting to descend, and they are closing up shop, so to speak.
Wait, listen. We've got an important message from. Well, maybe we've got an important message from Kel's Rice.
Mostly we don't want to camp outside.
Yeah, well, that's certainly a factor, but we do actually have mail for Sergeant Anna Gleaves.
Mm,
I thought it was a lieutenant, but yeah.
that's
Oh.
fine. You can, if you've got business in here, that's fine. You can come in. We just close the gates. Doesn't mean we don't let people in.
Let people in, yeah.
Sweet.
It's just a safety thing. Where you going? Just so we know.
To the Cape.
Somewhere to sleep.
I got to leave these letters. I hold up the satchel.
Yeah, drop the letters off.
Ah, where you from?
We just came from Kel's Rise. Well, I guess by Don Duran.
Fair enough. Yeah, go in, by all means. And they'll open the gate, and you
Sweet.
can head on in.
Cool.
Let me.
Oh, we haven't been in Summerton for ages. Written for either party.
Mm.
I know. I'm pretty excited. That's why.
Hey,
I
look, it's an
posted
old
the-
party. Are we standing there or no?
Oh my god! Stacks on!
Yes, I've got to get rid of
Oh,
those
no,
people.
some of them aren't alive.
We can't stacks on them because the monk will reach us before we get anywhere near them.
Not everybody made it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a bit awkward, Dorian, just there. And Nevin.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. I will put.
Nevin's gone to a better place. The loading screen.
The great loading screen in the sky.
Yep.
All right. I will put on this map your character tokens.
Hey.
The destroyed building's still destroyed?
I would imagine so.
Are you seeing destroyed buildings anymore?
I
There
don't.
was some.
They're
yeah,
not in town though. Oh, I
no.
see. Those marks next to some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
I? Did I not remove them
Yeah,
all?
because rest and
It's on the
It's on the
legend.
list.
Oh, on the list. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's all good.
Who'd have I haven't put one up for Jingles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I haven't put one on for Brow. Alright, and I'll chuck on I guess.
What is this team for?
Where are you? Oz. Treva. I'll chuck Treva on as well.
Cool.
Okay. They will not let you take in your large and obviously dangerous animals, however. Horses
What?
and the small dogs, absolutely.
Dogs.
They think they're
They're so
dogs.
adorable.
Cute little puppy.
Of this prejudice against Brel.
Wait, does that mean they don't let Orion in? He's just an adorable booty dad. Harsh. Off you go, Orion. Have some good fun out in the wild. Keep Barrett safe.
Does Den get to keep Owl?
The owls are fine. It's only the big animals and the obviously dangerous wild animals.
So the boar, the bear, and the snow
Mountain-
leopard, is it?
The mountain lion. Yep.
Mountain lion. Yeah, the snow leopards are the small ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Nevertheless, I
No foxes.
try and obviously pretend to hide
The foxes are fine.
the owl.
They think
They're adorable.
they
They're
think-
trained in
they
cute.
think they're puppy dogs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where do you wish to go?
This
And
is
are
in
you?
character?
You have all been to Summerton before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. To the keep.
No,
Yep.
this is in
We should
character.
probably split up. Someone should go organize rooms for the night just to make sure if
Where do we want to sleep?
because it is quite late and then someone should go to the keep to drop off the mail.
Apprentice,
Surely
let's
we
go
want
back
stay
to
at
that.
Sly Wink. Isn't that where we find our
nice-
soulmates?
Our nice herbalist friend, Urethra.
Yeah. She
Just
seems
to-
lovely.
Just to refresh, what were the actual taverns or inns or places we could actually stay again?
The Sly Wink is the one which is the adventurers inn. That's where adventurers congregate.
Mhm.
I need to sound bored of me realizing that she sells poison as Minerva.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah, it's on tape forever. Wait a second. Fuck.
She tried to do everything except say, "I sell
I
poison."
know, I sell poison. Yeah, I know. Oh, Minerva is wisdom 4.
That was very funny, to be fair.
Welcome to
Cool.
the City of Bridges.
So yeah, I guess if we want to split up, a few people go to the Sly Wink, see if we can get some lodgings there, and a few of us go to the keep. Unless anybody else has anything they want to do, like tonight before we pack it in.
I can't see anyone wanting to deal with us in the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not merchants, other than publicans.
I'm sure
Well-
you can find one merchant who will help you.
I don't think Gamlin said these missions were particularly urgent, so I could probably wait till the morning.
Well, you
No.
imply that though we
Definitely-
had urgent missives to get in.
I'm definitely taking them to the keep right now.
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
get us a
Alright.
I'll and we'll join you heading to the keep.
room.
Okay, anyone who wants to go to the keep, chuck yourself over at the keep. Anyone that wishes to go elsewhere, chuck yourself wherever you want to go.
Oh, is someone actually getting rooms at the Sly Wink?
Well, anybody who doesn't go to the keep hopefully will be.
Sure, I'll go and get us rooms at the Sly Wink.
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
Jingles, Tiny Tim, and Graham. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
I mean,
Do you need some gold?
I'll move Jingles because
yes, if you're offering.
Jingles is
I'll give you
Oh,
5 gold.
now he's Burb. Oh, no, he's B.
B, back. Welcome back.
Good to be
Yeah,
back.
you haven't missed much. We just got into Summerton, and now we're basically some people are going to the inn, the Slow Wink, to get us rooms, and a bunch of us going to the keep to drop off.
And
See if we can
Granum
find our
is,
soulmates.
Granum
we
is
haven't
still
been arrested
outside.
yet.
Thought the
So-
shopping arc was about to happen.
Which one of us is Larry? Which one of us Mo? And which one of us is Curly?
Well, at the moment, you're digging in the dirt.
Yeah.
So Jingles has gone to the keep as well.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Okay, and if that
I'm
many people
too
are
bored to
going,
go
then
to the inn.
we'll go to the inn instead. If there's already that many people going.
Yeah, we've already got Paladin with us. It'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, at the broke-ass paladin.
Okay.
I mean, that's how paladins should be. Like,
Yep.
Yep.
No, it's even better if that's
Although-
how she
although
becomes
you're
known.
you're a little too broke for even for a paladin.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I'm gonna be ashamed going to the church.
The keep.
She should be known.
You got offerings.
We'll do the keep first.
Mhm.
The keep is large up on the hill. In fact, if I show you just how up on a hill for those who don't recall, do I have a? Where is my picture? I have a picture somewhere. There it is. Oh no, there it is.
City of Witches.
Yeah.
It
a good
has
Yeah, it's
very, very high prominence over the entire city.
And it's a walled keep inside a walled city.
Yep.
Some serious fortification.
Yep.
I mean, it is the place in the valley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed. If the city gets attacked and overrun, this would be a very good place for a final stand. There is only that small little trail up to the gate, and at the front of the gate is the job board. There's one or two people still milling around that as dusk is settling. There are garrison wandering around. Where's the garrison? Oh, hang on. It might help if I put that in players. There's garrison wandering around. And they will stop you as you approach. What's your business here in the keep, eh?
We bear letters from Kills Rise. And I wait the satchel.
yeah.
They're for Sergeant Anne Glees.
Ah, for the Sarge, eh? Right, well, if you hand them over, I will get them to her, I will.
Can we not see the sergeant?
Oh, no, she's inside the keep at the moment.
Oh.
She'll probably
can
be
wait.
out about, maybe an hour from now.
How many guards are there here talking to us?
You can see there's probably about half a dozen of the garrison milling around the gates.
Yep.
The portcullis is up.
That's fine. Half a dozen of them. Sure. And what rank is this guy? Like corporal?
Yep, he's bottom feeder. Yep, he's just some dude who's gone up and harangued you.
All right. Yes. Please pass these on. Well, probably should make a report to her as well about Kills Rise. Although I
Oh.
guess maybe it's all in the
If you
maybe it's
want
all in the letters.
if you want to make a report, by all means, you can wait here until she is free. As I
Sure.
mentioned,
Might as
probably
well wait.
Yeah, I'm
a bit
happy to
an
wait.
hour or so.
Sure.
Feel free to look at the job board if you want. There's a few
Yeah.
jobs still sitting on there. One in particular has been sitting
What's
on there
this,
for
Mount
some time.
Britannia? Damn, sounds like there's some freaking Goliaths up there. Shit. Probably need some real heroes to take care of that.
Yep, nobody seems to want to do that one.
You could
Sounds
send
tough.
Tim.
Good.
Guys, let's do Mount Titania. It'd be awesome. And rub it in the other party's face.
Blaze of glory. Well, blaze.
Yeah. I guess we just hang around until
There is still a
Dancing?
bounty listed on goblins. The bounty on goblins, I believe, was. Let me just look it up. It's still listed there. Goblins are 5 gold per head, orcs 10 gold per head, giants 50 gold per head, and any other monsters 10 gold per head.
Oh, maybe we should get like a wagon that we can put heads in. That might be a bit creepy.
They'd
But
cut
less
you off.
creepy than carrying them around by hand.
Yeah.
I
less stinky.
maintain. They'd cut you off.
Why you gotta collect the whole head and not just like an ear or something, or like they're in sizes?
Hey, did we do this before?
Because people do dentistry and then double dip with their wealth.
What?
I'm pretty sure. Wait, do
Well, someone
goblins
says universal
grow their in
healthcare now.
sizes?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
What? Buys a whole lot of soup.
There is a job that is seems to stand out on the board.
Investigate dragon. Shit. Yeah, what's it for? What's the job for?
Castle Grief.
Muscle grief. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it want us to do?
It is wanting people to clear Castle Grief of any hostile creatures.
Castle Grief South?
If I chuck you guys back on the board, Castle Grief is here.
West.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Near the painted canyons.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
It
kind of
is.
nowhere land.
Uh-huh. It is signed by Lord Castellane. It is offering 2,000 gold plus land holdings.
Ooh.
Land holdings?
Yes.
I don't want those. But the fame is cool.
Brel is intrigued.
Somewhere
This-
Shiro's like, that's my job.
Just to be clear, which Lord Castellane?
The younger.
Is it the younger?
It just says Lord Castellane.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Not the. I hope it's not the dead one. That would be.
Well, you one might still honor it.
Pretty sure that job wasn't there before. Is it? Does it look
Yeah.
new?
It looks reasonably new. It looks newer than the Mount Titania
Mount
one,
Titania. Yeah, okay.
but
You
it still
just-
looks a
you
little
just
bit.
Ask the guy there.
It still looks a little bit weather stained.
Hmm.
There is another one, however, that mentions that there is a new bandit queen down near West Oakwood as well. Yep. And they need someone to bring her in.
Oh man, that actually sounds super cool. Hmm.
There is a bounty of 500 gold on her head. But they want her alive. So not necessarily head capture.
Was
Head
that
say
and
Oakwood?
rest of the body.
Does it say what a bandit in West Oakwood? In West Oakwood or around West Oakwood?
Somewhere around West Oakwood. A new bandit queen.
So harassing Riverbend, I guess.
Well, not that's the thing. Like, there's like the river and the way. Are they? It's what I'm basically. I'm not there, but I'm asking: is there any more detail on this? Because it seems a weird spot to set up if you can't actually access your.
They can use boats, right? It's not like the river.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's an extra hassle, I guess.
Well, you know, they don't just operate from West Oakwood, but that is where they believe that their base of operation is. the guard, if you're asking questions, the guard will say, "Yeah, I think she goes by the name of Queen Ellen."
Oh, God. How long has it been since? I mean, we probably don't know. I'm just curious. I'm just asking no one in particular. How long has it been since our other characters were in the bloody tower?
I really want to hire like 5 foot knights and just go down there on a boat and sort that out. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, except they're probably going to work for her instead. Queen Ellen is possibly the party's crowning achievement.
Oh God.
It's got a
I've
ring
missed
to
you
it.
too, buddy. I've missed you too. Right? Yeah.
Could form a club.
You could. That jewel needs the perfect setting.
Look, I mean, it seems very in character for Ellen. Like,
Completely.
considering both her dads are pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I'm intrigued by the Castle Grief one, but maybe West Oakwood as well. I'm not fast.
There will be
I think we
more
should-
placed out there tomorrow. These are just the ones that stick around. Most of the others, smaller, easier jobs, are the ones that get picked off.
We want ones that will make us famous anyway. Clearing out Castle Grief sounds awesome, but also sounds like, probably have to hire some mercenaries or something.
Well, I think
Yeah,
the
good
reason
job.
Castle Grief has hung around as long as it has is because rumour has it that there's someone in there pretty old, not to be trifled with, sucks the blood and the marrow from what I hear. No one comes back from Castle Grief.
Sounds like exactly the mission we should do.
Yeah,
And we'll be the
sounds
first to return.
I mean, yeah, because that definitely
We'll be
went
famous.
well for us when we tried to clear out the Creeper Keep.
Who Man, we should have. You're not even there. Damn it, I can't argue.
It's like we did no idea how to do that ritual.
Look, Maze is a young brash hero, okay? Ready to die. And
Absolutely.
he's gone balls to the wall! Anyway, yeah, I guess we just hang around then.
Alright,
And wait for...
I'll switch you guys back to the Sly Wink for those that are there.
Excellent.
The Sly Wink is a bustling, happening place. There is a couple musicians playing instruments. Someone's on a hurdy-gurdy, someone's on a banjo, and they seem to be almost dueling away. And there is someone who is warbling occasionally along to the music, though you think that they might just be someone who's drunken in the corner. There is almost only standing room as you enter in. The common room, the tap room, is just hectic. You occasionally see a small halfling darting in and out of the crowd, playing up to everybody and having a good laugh, etc. As you enter, the barkeep, a large burly man with a big infectious smile, pushes a few of his patrons out of the way and comes over towards you. My friends, what can I do for you this evening? There isn't much room, unfortunately, as you can see, but I'm sure we can get you wet your tongues as if you need a drop. It's been a reasonably warm day out there, I believe.
That would be much appreciated. We'll get some. I guess I'll look around at people here and say, "Do you all want a drink?" I'll look at Graham in particular and say, "Probably don't turn into a tree in the middle of the inn."
I mean, I make no promises.
Please make me a promise.
I promise to make you no other promises.
Thanks. But yes, let's try and find a corner then, or at least a space, and yeah, we'll get some beers to start off with.
4
and wait
beers.
for our
You have
our
friends
allies
coming?
to return.
Says the barkeep.
Indeed, they will be, but they're just at the keep currently.
So you don't want drinks for them yet?
No, not yet. They'll get them when they come.
I
back.
mean, we could get drinks for them.
But who knows how long they'll be? You know, the
Well,
keep
then we
sometimes
might
hold
get to,
people's up.
drink them.
4 beers.
Just order more when after that first one. Yes, 4 beers. Thank you.
Each beer is 3 coppers.
Easy.
What is that in relation to, as the rewriting of Fresh Prince, or the getting beers in advance for you?
No, giving him a promise. He asked for a promise. You gave him a promise straight away. That was
Yep.
great. That was 10 out of 10.
Oliver will cover for the 4 of them here for now, just to make it simple.
Sure. As you guys are, having a drink, you suddenly one of you was bumped into by a large burly guy with a huge shock of red hair and a big bushy beard. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. Do I know you? He starts squinting at Tiny Tim. Do I know you? No.
He's not as far away as he looks.
No. What? Sorry. I have this thing about dwarves. I was saved by one many years ago, and I can't quite remember what he looks like. So I owe the dwarf that saved my life. I owe him. But this isn't the one. This isn't the one. But he pats him on the shoulder. But because you are a dwarf and kin of the person who saved my life, I will shout you around. And
Sounds good to me.
He waves over the barkeep and says, "His drinks are on me for the night."
Oh, well,
Ow.
you know where Tim is.
Do we? I guess do we as players recognize this, or is this a new face?
No, we know him.
Do you?
Yeah, because isn't he one of the 2 guys that we rescued from the salt mines?
Nope.
No? Oh. Is he one of the party members from back when we had the original dwarf cleric?
Nope.
Oh, then I don't know. Damn, I thought he was one of those 2
This
guys.
is why I asked.
Hmm.
Nope.
I thought he was one of the guys who came back to us with something on the wagon.
No.
But he's not one.
Tim, do you want to ask his name, possibly?
Nah. What are you drinking?
Awesome.
Ulra will thank him kindly for his generosity for my friend here, and we'll ask his name and profession, I guess. Although I expect it to be, I don't know what the profession. I expect the profession to be quite obvious.
Oh. My name is George. At least that's what everyone calls me. I haven't gone by anything else for many years. Profession, I do a bit of this and a bit of that. I did try to be an adventurer myself when I was a bit younger and a bit more spry, but I just didn't have the knack for it. Didn't have that killer instinct. But I get by now, more as a labourer than anything, and I help out where I can. You're not after any assistance on any jobs that you're doing anywhere, are you? I mean, I might not be able to fight as well as you obviously can, but I'm a strong lad. Strong, well, lad's not the right word. I was a strong lad. Now I'm just a strong guy. And then he falls over.
Wait, actually,
Yes, he staggers. And he falls over.
does he sound like look or sound drunk, or is it just?
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's that happy drunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not slurring his words at the moment, but he's far more gregarious than he might otherwise normally be. And what he actually did is he went to lean on something that wasn't there, and he just fell over.
Cool.
And it was perfectly synchronized. As he fell, the crowd parted for him, and he just bang on the ground.
Well, Ulra will offer him a hand back up, and we'll say, well, we're not currently. We've just arrived in town, and we're gonna get our bearings. But if we do have a need for someone like you, rest assured, we'll let you know.
Excellent, excellent. Now, yes, and he'll look to his purse and go, "Oh, I've been half-inched," and be careful here, he says. There are pickpockets around. This place is rife with them.
Cool.
Then he yells out, "Barkeep! Barkeep! That bloody halfling's at it again."
I wonder who that could be.
And he'll start pushing through the crowd, ignoring you now, and obviously his eyes are scanning for a small, furtive figure.
Do we have we heard of Willowbroad in our previous time in Summerton, or
Have we not heard of him?
Well, he's not necessarily an infamous.
He's a good guy now.
He's not really an infamous pickpocket.
He's the hero of this story.
That'd be a terrible a famous pickpocket kind of goes against the whole point, right?
Well, yes, he's infamous, which means he's more than famous.
Isn't he like Robin Hood? He steals from the rich adventurers and gives to the poor thieving
himself
community.
Unfortunately, he keeps investing in pyramid schemes, so he never has any money.
Well, that's because he's investing late. You got to invest early in a pyramid scheme.
Indeed, and if you can start one, that is the capstone of your career.
That's it.
I hope you can feel the finger guns through that.
I can. I can.
Oh dear.
Cool.
Well, I guess Ola will keep a little bit more cautious eye on her purse, and let's settle in and wait for our friends to arrive.
No, I don't have my purse. My apprentice says he needs to look after it for me. I don't know.
That seems like a wise decision.
At that point, you will suddenly realize, well, some of you will, there is a figure which has slowly moved closer and closer to you. And then you realize it is a dwarf. He is wearing a gambeson. It's kind of a bit ratty. He's got a very short cropped beard and very short hair. Looks a little bit dirty, a little bit poor. And he just, when he realizes that you have seen him, he just kind of leans his head slightly towards you. So, are you guys in here for anything in particular? Are you looking for work? Do you know of some work?
We've already got a dealer, thank you. Actually, he might want to meet you.
What do I see?
I haven't seen you in here before. I know all the faces that come into the Sly Wink.
Oh, Tim, do you want to take this one, or are you just completely antisocial?
I'm pretty much antisocial.
Cool.
Because
I'm happy to take it if you want me to, Paladin.
I mean, that's. I'll if anyone speaks up before me, go for it.
No.
Cool. All right, Aura will say, well met. We've just arrived from Kel's Rise, actually. We've been helping out in the defense there for the last couple of months, weeks.
The Rise. How goes the fight?
As best as it can. We haven't really made any dent in the attacks, but it's holding strong so far, which is good.
He will reach out his right hand to shake. My name is Call.
Well met. I am Ulra, and this is my Squire Treva, and my, I guess, it's companions, I guess, probably the best one, Tiny Tim and Graham. And I'll introduce everybody in turn.
Is that all we are to each other?
Well met.
Yes.
Well met, friends. Well met indeed. You've seen George. He's a burly individual, but he's like this every night.
Seems like he means well.
He does. More money than sense, and that's not saying much. But you're new in here, so I thought I'd come over and introduce myself. I'm always looking for like-minded individuals. You seem more well-to-do, more competent than most. Most of the people in here won't live the week if they're not careful.
Sorry,
lean-
completely. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, I lean towards him with very beery breath and say, it's the wisdom that comes with age.
I agree. Pick your fights.
Not your nose. Always wise when you're wearing spike gauntlets, I've heard.
Indeed, or any gauntlets. Probably not that good. But most of them probably won't see out the week, and if they do, they won't last in this job for long. Unfortunately, a lot of people come here looking to sell their sword arm. Right on the wilds. On the wilds. Lots of work. Monsters, orcs, goblins.
I mean, you'd think their sword arm would be useful to them with that.
I like you, human. I like you.
Thank you. I like me too. And you seem pretty good.
Just other random question. Did we notice like the turnaround? I guess just from like just in a slight wink as we were staying here, like previously.
With your other
Like
characters,
how,
or with these
yeah.
characters?
No,
Yeah.
just in general. Like how bad?
There is a
how
lot.
noticeable or bad is it?
There are a lot of itinerants that come through here, and a lot of them you don't see more than once or twice. Some of them you see a lot, but they tend to be far more rare occurrences.
Okay, no worries. Just wanted to check. Yeah, I guess a reply in terms of that to say like, I mean, I wouldn't say we're anything. I guess I wouldn't. I was about to say I wouldn't say anything special after having like very recently having 3 weird fucking encounters with with otherworldly shit. But yeah, like it's. I mean, we do what we do best, isn't it? Like this is the life we were born into, so we must make the most of it.
I
And
agree.
if we can help people along the way, then that's the best. And what better way to help people is than to, get stuck in with all the bad stuff that happens, especially in this valley.
There's always coin to be had. A man or woman can live a good life on bounties alone around here. There's a never-ending supply of enemies.
Problems.
Yep. To bring in heads are worth good coin. You've been to Androshell?
I don't think we have we? No.
You guys haven't?
No, we have not. Although we've heard plenty about it.
Androshell's overrun again. Coin to be had there. Goblins always pouring from the holes.
You'd think the people who clear it would do a decent job. You can't get good help these days.
Cracks in the ground, my friend, cracks in the ground. They delve deep where the goblins are, and they pour forth. One would have to mount a fairly strong offensive to clear that place out, because it's not just the ruins, it's not just the keep, it's what lies beneath. If you ever go to Androshell, Tony Tim's calling it a night. All right, thanks Tim. Thanks Henry.
Thank you, Henry.
See ya.
See you next
Break
time.
the clip.
Yeah.
Do you want to set a MVP before you go?
Yeah, you can do MVP to me if you want.
Yeah, right, yeah.
if you ever go to Androshell, he says, make sure you keep me in mind. I have a score to settle with those goblins. Any goblin, but Udai in particular. I'm always ready to take their heads. It's just a matter of finding like-minded individuals. Not many want to go in there.
Absolutely. I can't. Again, I'll say like a bit more of our party are off at the keep currently, and also and I don't think we have just quite decided what we're going to do next. But I will certainly keep you in mind.
He reaches out and grasps you on the arm. Whatever you do, don't go to Titania.
Was Titania like he around before we like while we were here before?
Titania has been there since session 1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yes.
Braille, stop teasing Aaron.
I can tell you a thing or two about that mountain. And it's not what people think. Don't go to Titania. It's a cursed place. It's blighted. Something up there that we don't want.
An ugly
You don't
place.
want.
Honestly, like apart from like Silvermont, the northeast of the valley really isn't in a great state.
No, it's not. That's why Silvermont has basically a private army there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easy money.
Me?
Grail?
Grail just spoke a second ago.
Can you hear me?
He's
I can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we
I
can.
was talking, but I don't know. My headset did some crackling a couple of minutes ago. I thought it was still working okay. So he will ask you. Don't know if you heard before. So do you guys have any plans?
I mean, obviously, well, I'll say obviously, we're looking to, find a job, help out where we can, see what's available, but nothing set in stone as such. Just wanted to see. We haven't been back in Summerton for a while, so figuring out the lay of the land and seeing what needs to be done before we get stuck into it is the go.
Very good. Well, I will be happy to have a drink with you, my friends. And we'll go back to the keep. After a little bit of time, Sergeant Anaglis will come out to see you.
Excellent. Maze will hand over the papers to her.
She'll take the satchel, look you up and down. You'll come from Kell's Rise.
That's correct.
How is it there?
A little bleak, but not too bad. We went up into the mountains to explore some places for the sergeant, and we saw a few fires out in lands. We ran into some orcs, and Maze will continue. We'll start talking about like the things that happened, not about the valley in between like two mountains, but we'll talk about
the normal stuff.
So when you talk about the orcs, she looks at you. Degenerates are coming from the mountains now, are they? Not just the lizard men.
Well, no, that was when we went to rescue the patrol. So they were just out on the.
They were in the mountains.
Well,
I mean, degenerates haven't been attacking Kel's rides, but then we know they're in the mountains, right?
I'm not sure they were in the mountains though. Were the orcs in the mountains? I thought
Yes.
they were. Oh, okay, cool. Then yes, I guess. Yep.
It's unusual that we get degenerates in those mountains. There are other threats, the lizard men
Yeah.
and creatures. Degenerates massing there, at least, is cause for concern. Was there any indication that they were allying themselves with the lizard men or other creatures?
We didn't see them fighting together.
My fear is that, and as is the commanders, that if Kel's Rise were to fall, there is very little between the enemies that would spew forth from those mountains and Sumberton. Don Duran notwithstanding, it is not much of a defensible position. The enemies would have a straight run across the plains.
I will say there were lizard men and orcs and goblins in the cave of the cockatrice, but they didn't. I didn't see any of them fighting side by side. They were sort of in a group of
They were
lizard men,
individuals.
and there was like the groups of orcs and goblins. They weren't like, yeah.
You've also got no idea how long they'd been there for.
She will
Absolutely true. But
she will nod, then she will hold up her hand just to quieten you for a second as she reaches into the satchel and just pulls out the waterproof envelope and opens it and quickly scans it. So, you're the group that Caleb mentioned a few times in his missives back here. And I must thank you very much for the stellar work that you did helping out at Kel's Rise. I had heard that there were more than just the four of you, though.
yes, the rest are securing lodgings for us.
Oh, by all means, you are free because of the work that you did for Sergeant Gamlin. You are free to lodge here at the keep if you wish. I can make arrangements if you would prefer that. It might save you some coin, though I understand it might be a little bit cold and sterile for people such as yourself. She'll flick a page over and have a bit more of a scan.
That does sound excellent, actually. Maybe tomorrow night, if we haven't taken a job. The plan was just to listen to some of the chatter of the other adventurers, maybe at the Sly Wink.
Of course. The Sly Wink is a reputable place, I guess, as far as it goes. At least for people of your ilk. She'll flick another page over. I am quite willing. She then folds the letter and puts it back into the envelope, then back into the satchel. I am quite willing to place you on a provisional basis with the garrison, if you would so choose, to do some tasks. It's up to you. There is no requirement to do so, but I understand. Well, my computer just went to sleep. I understand that you are, as I said, have done some very good work and honourable individuals. So, if you would prefer that, then taking small tasks here and there to run about the valley hither and thither on behalf of people of less repute, that's fine as well. But the option is there to do some good work to assist the valley and its people.
Well, I'll run it by Ulra, our blessed warrior, and that does sound like a lot of fun and very exciting and meaningful. So I'll get back to you.
Of course, and I understand the night draws long, so if you wish, I can see you tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. We will return on the morrow.
Very good. Thank you, and welcome to Sumberton. She'll nod her head and
Good to be back.
motion to one of the guards, and she'll say something to him quietly, and he will look over at you and then nod his head. They've been given instructions to let you in as required. Have a good evening, and yes, thank you very much
too,
for
my
bringing
lady.
this.
We leave and return to the Sly Wink. Unless anybody else wanted to talk to people.
This feels weird to be wanted.
There.
I know.
No. Our other party has
I mean,
been
wanted, not wanted for
Yeah,
murder. Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
So what do we think, guys? We could work for the keep. That sounds awesome.
I mean,
But don't we need to
sounds like
track down
steady
our
money.
soulmates? That being said, if we work for the keep, I reckon they'll just turn up.
I mean,
All roads lead to Sumberton. We
yeah,
just got to keep our eyes open while we're in town.
I think so. And there's probably, I reckon that bloody that damn halfling would probably know a few people going to keep watch for us.
Yeah, I mean, if we're lucky, maybe they've already found them and they're just at the Sly Wink all spilling some beer together.
Yeah, be pretty good stroke of luck.
At that moment, there is a lot of ruckus as a new group enters into. Oh, hang on a second. Enters into the Sly Wink. But not him. And not him. I think that's it.
Yeah, we only lost. Only lost.
He
two.
says, "Damn, that looks like a rough group. They've even got an orc."
And we'll leave it there.
Oh my.
My.
Alright, you guys want to vote for
How-
MVP?
I'm just trying to think how our group would look to outsiders.
Well, one of you,
Incredibly well coiffed hair.
one group has an average charisma of about 8, and the other has an average charisma of about 15.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder which group is which, guys.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this current group is Zoolander. I'm trying to work out what the other group is.
Where's my MVP button?
Now, what a bunch of
On the
weirdos.
bottom.
I mean, I guess yeah. The striking thing about the group is, I guess, the diversity with 2 elves and a half orc. That's real fucking
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, full blood elf was pretty weird.
And having 2 of them,
Yes.
even if one was pulled from a well.
They're really
Who voted
bold.
for Jaquan?
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
I knew who I meant.
Why can't you be invested in this game, Aaron?
Well, you're not listed as thingy to
Yeah,
me.
If you
I
click,
don't have the option of
if you
Granum.
click on, yeah, you should.
Yeah, it is there.
If you click on your token maze, and then you click on the MVP,
It wasn't letting me click on. Okay, yeah, Maze. Right, I see. I just voted as Shira because
that's alright.
But then Granum wasn't an option, so.
He was.
I see. You can only vote for Granum if I'm clicking on that party.
Yes.
Makes sense. Okay.
Alright, so Granum gets the MVP.
Stop encouraging me. I'll just
Let's
do
go,
it
Granum.
more.
Okay. And there are 4 players tying for second.
Nice. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, so I am
Do we
going
want to do a re-vote without Graham?
Sure, you guys can do that. So you have to vote then for Olra, Jingles, Brell, or Tiny Tim.
Hmm.
Okay, and so 6 votes, 2 to 3 of them got 2 each.
Seems
Excellent.
likely.
Who got kicked off? Who did no one like?
I'm going to give the runner-up to Olra.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, so Olra, do you want blessing or XP?
Blessing, of course.
Alright. So 1 to Granum and 1 to Olra.
XP is nice, but blessings are even better.
There you go.
Especially when you're not maxing out.
Cool.
What did I get? Ah, cool. Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, well, thank you for that. It was good to get back into it.
Indeed.
Yes,
Indeed.
it has been a
Thank
while.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah.